Welcome back to Cosmic Consciousness with King Prophet. Tonight's topic, fear.
I think this is a really good topic to talk about, especially with what's going on in the world today. Fear is like they say, wherever thoughts go, that's where your energy goes. So if you're thinking about fear, then all your energy is going to be projected towards fear. Prime example, we all know that we live in a matrix, and the way that everything is designed and set up through religion, education, politics. Tonight, I want to ask y'all a question. If you just think about life, just sit back and think. Have you ever took the time to sit back and just think about life and how it was when you were first born to how it is today? Just really think about that. Now, when you were first born, of course, you heard a lot as you've gotten older, shall I say. You heard a lot about the world ending. We are living in the end times. How long have we been hearing this? You've been hearing this since you pretty much stepped foot on this planet, that the world is going to end. Now, look at the world. Is the world ended yet? No. And the world's not going to end. And if it is going to end, you're not going to know how it's going to end. So why are you putting all your focus on how the world is going to end? See how this is a trap through the matrix? It's to keep you in a state of fear, a state of worry. This is all designed by the matrix. Because think about it, you guys are still in the state of fear and worry. I know it's not an easy thing to do because you're looking at life more in a physical sense. But you have to stop looking at life so much in a physical sense and start looking at it more in a spiritual sense. This is what the shift was about. It is hard for the majority of you to shift your consciousness from a physical perspective to a spiritual perspective. And the reason you can't shift it to the spiritual is because you know nothing of the spiritual. And if you don't know anything of the spiritual, learn. That's what you have to do now. You have to put some work into your spiritual side of yourself. Because as long as you stay physically caught up mentally in the physical world, you're going to be in a state of fear. You're going to be in a state of worry. Because as long as you keep watching the news and paying attention to that world, you're going to be caught up in all what's going on in the world today and all the drama. From entertainment to politics to religion. All of this is a part of keeping you in a state of fear. So if your mind is constantly in a state of fear, how can you ever elevate it? How can you ever look outside of that? Every day you wake up, what are you going to do? If you're watching the news, there's some negative energy going into your brain with fear. If you're watching the news, and I know a lot of you can't help yourselves. You have to watch the news, just like you have to get involved with politics. A lot of this stuff you just don't even have to participate in anymore. Things are going to change regardless. It's happening. But you have to change your frequency, meaning you have to lift it up out of this physical perspective of fear. Why is it? I don't understand why people just don't focus on more positive stuff and just promote positivity. Just do the opposite. Promote positivity instead of promoting fear. People love to promote fear. Fear is the big business because they got you scared of thinking the world's going to end, going to hell. The same stuff that was taught, that was going on since we first came on the planet. That's what I think is interesting about this when you stop and just take a look at the world as a whole since you came upon this planet. It's the same narrative. Fear. Let's keep them in the state of fear. And guess what? Fear is a low vibration. It's very low. So if we can keep you in the state of fear, we can control your consciousness. Everything is consciousness, energy, frequency, vibration. I say it over and over and over again. So I'm really trying to help you see what's truly going on in this physical realm. It's the same thing. It's just whenever you're going to decide that you don't want to play this game anymore, you're not going to live in fear. You're not going to get involved in listening to all the negativity. You're not going to get caught up in all these celebrities and them pushing this agenda of devil, demons. It's just don't participate. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about them. You're giving them more energy by continuing to talk about them. I know you want to say that, oh, we just want to exploit them and, call them out, and I get all that. But my thing is now, just don't even give them no more of your energy. Focus on going within. Focus on connecting with people that think the way you think. They want to think about positive stuff. They don't want to talk about the news. I know it's hard, but it is what it is. You can still meet people. There's enough people out here that is tired of this same old play, the same old stories, the same old drama, the same old talk. The world's going to end. Wars, rumors of wars. There's been wars and rumors of wars since we came on this planet. And you know this is true. Y'all know this. It's just that you guys cannot come out of the physical world. How can you say you love Jesus or Yeshua when you can't even do what he asked you to do? He said, come ye out of this world. What does that mean? That means come out of the physical aspect of looking at life. You can look at life more in a spiritual aspect and learn and grow in a spiritual sense, not religious. You can really do that. The question is, are you strong enough to do it? Are you strong enough to say, hey, let me see if I can learn about God outside of the Bible. Let me see if it's possible. I mean, others have done it. I've done it. And there's a lot of other people that have done it. No, that doesn't make us bad people just because we choose to want to learn about God outside of a book. You have to expand your awareness. You have to open your minds. Because if you cannot open your mind, that means you're going to be stuck in the same way of looking at things. You have to come out of this fear mindset. As long as you continue to put most of your attention in the physical aspect of looking at life, you're going to stay in the state of worry and fear. If the choices are fear and love, which one are you going to choose? You keep saying you want to go with love, but you keep staying in the state of fear. So you just keep going back and forth and nothing ever changes. Now just think, if you're doing that and the majority of the world is doing that, what state is the consciousness of the human race staying in? It's staying in the state of fear. You're going to have to learn to cross over. And what crossing over means, it means you have to cross over from the physical aspect of looking at life and really start going within yourself and listening to your heart. Listen to your heart. Why can't you just listen to your heart? I bet in your heart, there's no fear. The fear is coming from an outside perspective. It's not coming from an inside perspective. And the majority of y'all know this. So why not just learn how to go within yourself? Leave everything else alone and start learning that way. When you learn to do that, then you will start becoming a part of this shift that's going on right now. You're shifting your consciousness from the outside perspective to your inside perspective. This is what shifting means. Shift your beliefs. Shift what you've been taught. Shift it all. Challenge it. Go within yourself and challenge everything that you was taught. And see if it makes sense within, not from without. Because most of it ain't going to make sense without. It'll make more sense within. If you really took the time to go within yourself and connect to your God self. We all have God within us. Why aren't you trying to connect to that? Why are you seeking answers on an outside perspective when the outside is where all the noise is? All the noise is on the outside, which produces fear. Fear of the world ending. Let's just say the world does end. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. So why are you worried about it? You can't stop it if it did happen. So why are you focused on that? Why not focus on becoming a better person? Why not focus on defeating your lower nature and defeating all the negative traits within yourself? Why not put all your energy on that? Why not focus on just being a better human being instead of worrying about all this nonsense that you really don't have no control over? You don't have no control, not over that. What you do have control over is over you and what you choose to believe and what you choose to think and how you choose to move while you're on this planet. So, if you really want to grow spiritually, you're going to have to come out of the physical aspect of looking at things, and you're going to have to come out of fear and worry. See, that's all negative vibrations and negative energy. And I'm sure a lot of you know this. But whether you're doing something to change it is a whole different story. It's always, I know. If everybody knew so much, how come we can't move forward then? How come we still stuck in this vibration of fear and caught up in the physical world in the matrix? You see, this system does not care about us. It's never did. All it cares about is controlling us and controlling how we think. You didn't come here to be controlled in your thoughts. You didn't come here to be controlled, period. You came to live out your God-given right and use your talents and gifts to change the world for the better. That's the whole purpose of you even being on this planet, is learning how to go within yourself, connecting to your God self, and changing the world for the better and raising the vibration on this planet, lifting it up because it's so negative. And then with all this entertainment and news, politics, is any of that stuff positive? Be honest. None of it is positive. It's all negative. It's all arguing. It's all noise. It's just back and forth. Aren't y'all tired of this? Haven't you just sat back and realized that, you know what, this world is a joke. The physical world is a joke. I'm not even going to put any more energy into that. What I'm going to do is put all my energy into making myself a better person. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. Why can't that just be your focus? It really can be. But if you don't, then we know where you're going to end up. You're going to end up in the physical world and caught up in all the drama, and you're going to be just like the rest of them. Stop being like the rest of the world. Try to be different. That's the whole purpose. Be different. All y'all are the same. Same thoughts. Can't even talk to people anymore because you talk about the same stuff all the time. That's all you talk about, the same old stuff. Can't you talk about something different? Don't want to hear about war no more. Aren't you tired of hearing about war? Stop watching the news. I stopped watching the news and I can guarantee you my life is so much better because I don't have to absorb all this negative energy and frequency. If you really truly believe that God has got you and you're on that path and that's the route that you want to take, then take it. Stop involving yourself in the other route, the other world. That's what Jesus meant when he said, come ye out of this world. You guys always talk about you know the Bible so well and that you know all these scriptures and all that, but you're not applying it. That's all you do is talk, but you're not applying anything. You have to apply what it is that you learned. You know what history stands for? It stands for his story. Make your own stories. Stop listening to everybody else's stories and getting caught up in all the drama. Like I said, find the time to stop and rest so you can pass heaven's test, or else the world will wear you down where you cannot hear the smallest sound. And when the force speaks to you, because the force is trying to speak to a lot of y'all, you're just missing the meaning and not following through. And the reason you're missing the meaning is because you still caught up in the physical world. You truly don't desire going within yourself and making yourself a better person and connecting to your God self. I'm telling you, you're going to have to do it eventually, sooner or later. The sooner you do it, the sooner you get to cross the bridge and you move over into the world of true spirituality and true understanding of life. So, you better start raising your consciousness. You better start going within yourself and remove fear out of your vocabulary and out of your life. Because fear is the only thing right now that's stopping a lot of you from truly getting to know yourselves and going within yourselves. Leave fear out of your life. Thank you.